Right now, we are living a golden age of streaming services. For $15 a month, one service can give you access to basically endless movies and shows, with new offering coming in every week. But enjoy it while it lasts because wheels are already been in motion to make those services more profitable for companies and worse for you. Someday, soon to get the same amount of content you are getting, you gonna have to pay for more streaming services. So think about all the content of a service like Netflix and where all it comes from. A lot of what you see is made by Netflix, but most of it's not, whatever it's network TV shows, old movies or movies that were just in theaters. A study last year found that licensed content make up 80% of what people actually watch. Netflix pays to license that content from the studios and it's big part of their business. Access to streaming market is important for studios too because streaming media is where the viewers are. Netflix added 30 million US subscribers in the last 5 years, and that's coming at a time when the traditional cable and broadcast TVs have lost viewers every year. But licensing to Netflix, Hulu and the other services isn't the only way for studios to get their movies online. Next year, Disney plans to launch its own streaming services, a direct competitor to Netflix. Disney is little late to the party, but the service will have so much popular content that it may no matter. Remember, Disney owns Pixar, Marvel, Star Wars and 21st Century Fox, along with more than 90 years of beloved movies and TV. The bad news is, if it's on Disney's new service, it doesn't really make sense to put it on Netflix too. Once Disney's current licensing deals expire, Coco, Guardians of the Galaxies and Last Jedi and all probably gonna disappear from the other streaming services. It's a simple business move. Why would Disney put Last Jedi in Netflix when it can put it on Disneyflix and make you pay another $15 a month for it? Even if Netflix offered to pay more money in licensing, Disney would rather had you watch their movie on their services. Disney is actually really good at making money when its distribution methods change. If you look at the history of the company, they have done it over and over again. When VHS and DVDs become popular, Disney pioneered a system called the Disney Vault, where movies would be locked away for years and only made available for attractive limited run sales. Whenever you love or hate the vault, it worked. A study in year 2000 found 55% of the Disney fans replaced their VHS tapes in DVDs, compared to the only 14% of other studios. Cable expanded the playing field even more. Initially, Disney licensed its content to HBO, but soon they realized that the real money was in their own channel. So the Disney Channel was born. Last year, Disney made 40% of its money from cable channels including the ABC network and ESPN. And as cord cutters move away from cable towards services like Netflix, Disney is trying to pull off the same trick with streaming video, using its massive content library to build a whole new service from the ground up. Now Disney is not the only studio trying to do that. Comcast has its Xfinity streaming services. Time Warner has HBO Go. The only way to see the latest Star Trek series is paying $6 a month for CBS All Access. Every day is vertically integrating, which means there's be less third-party content available to license. If you have noticed a lot more Netflix originals lately, that's why. If you can't find Star Wars or Iron Man in Netflix, executives are betting you will stick around Stranger Things and BoJack Horseman, just like struck into HBO for Game of Thrones. So if you follow a bunch of streaming services now, you might soften the blow for borrowing the password from the parents or friends, but that could be in danger too. Streaming services can shut down account sharing anytime they want. Just look at Spotify, where sharing accounts is nearly impossible. Netflix is slowly cracking down on account sharing too, adding distinct profiles and stopping and profiles that streamers multiple show at once. Adding distinct profile and stopping and profile that streams multiple shows at once. As the industry mature, the rules are gonna tighten and it's gonna get harder and harder to dip into a service without paying for it. Now for cooperation, this is about the money. Disney paid $4 billion for Star Wars and they wanna make the money back as fast as they can. But all that leaves the general interest fan is third place. Do you stick with the single streaming services and miss out on the next wave for Marvel Studios? Is the new Stargate really worth $6 a month? We don't know what the future of streaming will look like. The transitions away for licensing could be jarring and it could happen slowly over years. Competition between the new streaming could inspire a new golden age of TV shows, or everyone could fall back on old tricks and familiar franchise. But whatever happens, the pipeline between the camera and your screen is gonna more controlled, and if you want the same amount of content you have been used to, gonna have to lay more. Thanks for watching. I hope you liked it. I am Param Trivedi from TechFrame, and like the video and subscribe the channel.